Hey guys, it's Caitlin here and welcome back to another video. How are you guys all? I hope you are all doing well while I am away on my little holiday or working holiday, I guess you'll call it, because it's not exactly a holiday. It is, but it isn't. But I hope you guys are all having a good time while I'm away. I miss you guys and I hope to be back really soon. And it's really funny because I'm like recording this before I've even left, like this voiceover before I've even left, but I already know that I'm gonna miss you guys while I'm gone. I'm gonna miss being like involved with the community, and I know I probably will be like really excited to get back after the 2 months. So yeah, today we are building something a little different. Now, I had so many videos to get through and I just, I don't think I had enough ideas to get all of these videos out and things like that. So I had to start searching online for ideas. And I was thinking, since one of the months of me being away is going to be December, I was thinking of doing Christmas builds, and The Grinch, Who Stole Christmas, came to mind, and it made me think of the movie The Grinch and of the crazy looking houses that they had, and I thought perhaps I could try and build Cindy Lou Who's house in The Grinch in The Sims 4. But I searched up an image, and that was going to be way too difficult. There were just so many things that defy the laws of the physics in The Sims, if that makes sense. So I don't think that was going to be possible. So what I did instead, I thought it was kind of a cool idea to do something Dr Seuss like inspired, or just something Dr Seuss, because he always has like crazy architecture for his buildings and things like that in his movies and his books and everything like that. So I then thought of the LORAX, because those houses are relatively simple, although they're still kind of like crazy in their own way. They're also pretty simple to do, and they are manageable in The Sims 4. So that's what we're doing now. We are doing one of the houses in the LORAX. Now, it has been a while since I've watched the movie, so I cannot remember the boy's name. I'm just going to quickly search that up on Google and have a look what his name is. But yeah, I decided to build the main character's house, pretty much. The boy, and his name, Ted. So, wait, is it Ted? I think it's Ted. Yeah, so I decided to do Ted's house, and I also kind of wanted to do the Onceler's house. If you guys have seen it, like the Onceler is out in the middle of nowhere, like in the destroyed kind of area, I suppose. I wanted to build his as well, but I don't think I am going to get around to doing that. If I have, then awesome, but I don't think, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be getting around to doing that, but I may do it like one day in the future. But yeah, this house was really fun to do. There were things that were a little bit difficult to figure out just because of like I wanted it to be as close as possible to the actual like house, and I couldn't get the correct colors and things like that, but I did my best. And I decided to use these, like, what are they called? I don't know, awnings or whatever, to create like a curved underside of the buildings. And although it doesn't exactly kind of flow into each other like it naturally would in the actual building on the LORAX, I tried my best. So that's all you can do, is try your best. And I don't know, I'm quite happy with it. I do change the color to like more of a yellow color, and I think it gives it more of the Dr Seuss look. There we go, so you can see I've changed the color now. I don't even know how long it took me to record this video. I think like maybe 2 days, simply because I don't know, I think I was doing it quite late at night, so I started doing it and then I just got too tired to finish it off. So yeah, and on the on the houses in Dr Seuss, they've got like these really awesome round garages and things like that I couldn't, well, I tried to recreate it, but it looked absolutely horrid, so I got rid of it. And I just sized up like a gate door, and I don't know if it looks like a shed or anything, but we don't have any red sheds, so I just sized up one of those, and yeah, I think it works well. Also, I don't know if on the thumbnail I'm gonna have like the original picture, because I was struggling to find like a full-on picture. I found like the picture, the reference that I followed was actually a model of the house, like a real life model of the house, but I don't know if that model is accurate to the cartoon, because I just couldn't find any like full pictures of the entire house with the model, and I'm pretty sure I did have to like kind of improvise the backside of the house because I didn't actually know what it looked like, but I think it looks okay, and I really enjoyed the fact that I finally had an excuse to use the lollipop trees. I don't think I've ever used them. I think I've attempted to use them before, but it just looks terrible. So yeah, I don't know, I never used it. If you guys haven't seen the LORAX, it's actually a really good movie, so you should go and watch it. And if you have seen the LORAX, you'll remember that they don't have any trees because, what's his name? Mr. O'Hare or whatever. The little short tiny guy who has the fresh air business or whatever, like bottles of air business, because there are no trees, he basically sells fresh air in a bottle, and because there are no trees, they have fake trees. So they've got like lamppost trees, and then they've got fake flowers and fake hedges. Pretty much every source of greenery or plant life that you could possibly find does not exist. It's all fake. Everything is basically just imitated from plastic and metals and such. So I decided I would do that with the garden instead of using like proper flowers. Although in saying this, I've just realized I've used real flowers on the windows, but we're going to pretend that those are not real flowers. Let's just say they're I was going to say paper, but you need trees to make paper, so let's just say they're like plastic flowers or something like that. And then on the gardens I just use like those little, what do you call them, flower lights or something like that to kind of act as our garden. Of course these trees, they're real, but we're going to pretend that they're fake. And I did use the size down tool. I love the fact that we've got a size down tool now. It's so useful. But I decided to use that to create like smaller bushes and things like that. But yeah, so that's pretty much everything I'm going to say about the build. You guys can just watch the interior for yourself. I do like the interior. This was like completely made up, the interior, because I wasn't really going to search for interior photos. I mean, when you think about movies, especially cartoons, most of the time the layout of a house is not possible. You look at the outside of a house and there's no way that everything can fit inside the house. But hey, it's a cartoon. Cartoons are pretty much like magic. You can do whatever you want. So, you know, it's never really possible to get cartoon houses correct. So I just, decided to do whatever on the inside. Tried to make it look kind of like it was like part of Dr Seuss world, in the sense that it was really colourful and stuff like that. But anyway, so that is everything about the build. I am just going to go and talk about what I did today, because I had a very interesting day. Not really, that's a lie, but I'm going to share it anyway. So I had work today, and I actually, this morning before I came to work, I realized that I had miscalculated the amount of weeks that I was away for, because I was going to start uploading some videos and just scheduling them, and I was going through the calendar just having a look, because I plan to upload them every Wednesday, Australian Wednesday, because I'll be in the Cook Islands. It'll be Tuesday, so I'll kind of be like on UK/American time, sort of. I don't know. I'll just be a day behind than what I usually am. So that's what I mean by I'll be on UK and American time, something like that. So it's going to go up every Wednesdays on Australian time, and I was going to upload them, and I realized, like, as I was going through the calendar, that there were more than 8 Wednesdays, which meant I didn't have enough videos. And I kind of thought about it as well. Like, there is one video, like a couple of videos that you'll probably see previously to this video, that I haven't quite decided yet, because I've got to make sure I've got enough videos recorded. But I'm thinking that I've got cap video and a speed edit for the same video. I'm thinking of actually releasing those like together or very close together instead of a week apart like I originally planned. I think it just works better that way, but I've got to make sure I've got enough videos first so that I can do that. So this morning I woke up, and when I realized I did not have enough videos, I sat down and I thought, right, I'm going to try and get a build out of the way so that when I come home I can go ahead and start on another build. So that's what I started doing, and it was really annoying because I tried to start up my computer and it literally took 20 minutes for it to start up. Like, not for the computer itself, but for the computer to start up, for everything to do its whole updating, for Sims to load up. Now, ever since Pets came out, my game has been playing up a lot, so I have to force close my game pretty much like 5 times before it'll actually run. I have to use Task Manager to end task for The Sims 4 because it just does not work. Like, it's really difficult to explain what it does, but it just never works. So it took me at least 20 minutes to actually get into the game, and by then I realized I'd probably only get about 50 minutes building time because I had to start getting ready for work at some point, because I always have to leave work early to make sure I get there on time. I don't have my license, and it's, you know, buses aren't frequent enough, they're not close enough, so I tend to take taxis. Those take roughly sometimes 20 minutes to arrive, so I've always got to prepare early and be ready early just in case. So yeah, I had 50 minutes, and then it took at least another 10 minutes for my game to load up, and I was like, damn it, now I've only got 40 minutes. But I decided to push it 20 minutes. Usually I will give myself like an hour to get ready, but I gave myself about probably 40 minutes today to get ready for work, because I just really wanted to get the build finished. Thank goodness I did. I managed to get it edited as well. I need to add thumbnails to it though still, so I didn't have time for that this morning, but that's okay. I'll do that after this video, I think. So yeah, that was my morning. It was yeah, I was at least happy to get the build done. The build was half done. All I had to do was furnish it, and I'm surprised at I feel like I did relatively well considering how much time I had. Usually I do not like furnish that quickly. I'm just really slow at finishing, but for whatever reason, I suppose being under pressure made me work faster, which wouldn't surprise me because often if I'm put under pressure, or not necessarily pressure, but if I'm feeling like really stressed out, I suppose, I do things quicker. Actually, no, I don't know if that's necessarily true. It depends what kind of stress I'm like experiencing or whatever. If it's like a certain, I don't know, if it's like a panic stress, then I will like literally forget everything I'm doing and be kind of frozen. But if it's like a stress where I'm like, okay, you gotta do this, you gotta get it done, you gotta push it out and stuff like that, like I basically push out all the work that I've got to do like really, really quickly. And I feel like that's what I did this morning. And then I went to work, and it was funny though because I was so tired this morning, so I really can't believe I got it done considering how sleepy I was and everything like that. I got up a couple of times during the night for my cats. Oh, they just, you know, they never decide whether they want to stay inside or they want to stay outside. And if they're inside but they're not inside my room, they'll start scratching at the door. I don't even know how long my cat was scratching at the door, but I know he was scratching there for a while. It's just I didn't open the door for him straight away because I was like still sleeping, and it was like the scratching was in my dream, if that makes sense, until slowly like I woke up and realized, oh, he's actually there scratching my door. It's not a noise in my dream like I thought it was. But anyway, so that was my day. I was on drive-through at work, which was okay. Usually I'm not on drive-through, but I was today, which is okay. Sometimes I enjoy drive-through, other times I don't, because like, to be completely honest, drive-through is pretty relaxed. Like, there's things you have to do, but it's not as physically demanding. You don't have to walk a lot, you don't have to you know, be moving constantly, packing food and things like that. All you're basically doing is standing in a box by yourself all day, taking orders and taking cash. Because it gets busy, sometimes you don't get a chance to leave the box, other times you do. Like my job, if I'm on drive-through, I also have to, like, if you guys have been to KFC, I'm sure a majority of you have. Like, if you haven't, then I don't know why. KFC is so good, and I shouldn't be saying this because I work there, but it's always been my favorite fast food. So pretty much if you're on drive-through, your job is also to make potato and gravy. And it's interesting when, you know, people who, like, when you work at KFC and you listen to people talk about, like, oh, how do you think this is made? And a lot of people have, like, their own assumptions of how we make our gravy, and it's so funny because people are like, it's so disgusting and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, you don't even know how it's made. It's not actually that gross, because, like, you know, I have to make potato and gravy and stuff like that, and since I know how it's made, it's probably the same all around the world. Since I know how it's made, it's just like funny listening to people saying, it's so disgusting, they do this to their stuff and they do this, and I'm saying, no, we don't actually do that, but it's okay, you can think that, like, it's alright, you don't need to eat it if you don't want to. But anyway, so we are coming up to the screenshots. I know sometimes my stories don't make sense, they don't really flow with each other and anything like that. But, you know, hey, I guess you guys are all used to it because I do it all the time. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope, again, that you guys are all having a wonderful time while I'm away. I can't wait to get back and start recording for you guys. And yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you when I get back. Bye, guys.